Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Empyre ancillary issue, Savage Avengers. This is a one-shot, so it's a one and done. That's it. It doesn't. Technically, it does have something to do with the because it shows the lines of where Conan's actually going in the modern world. So there's that. But all that being said, I don't know why they couldn't just stuck this in with the regular Savage Avengers ongoing. Regardless, whatever, they decided to make this an ancillary. It's also by Duggan, so I don't have any complaints with this, really. Let's get talking about who made this comic book, and then we'll talk about the book itself and why I actually really liked this. So Jerry Duggan on writing, art by Greg Smallwood, VC's Travis Lanham on the letters, and the cover by Greg Smallwood. Variant cover, Gerardo Sandoval and Dano Sanchez Almara, and the graphic design is by Carlos Lau. Okay, so, and of course, Conan was created by, related copyright 2020 Conan Properties International LLC. How come I don't see anything about Robert E. Howard? Because it's the guy who actually created Conan. Anyway, so Conan goes to a wrestling match in Mexico City, specifically, Mexico. And, oh my God, this is the absolute freaking greatest. He gets into a freaking fight in the stands. This is the absolute greatest that I've seen Conan in the modern day because it's perfect. It is so freaking perfect. Conan going and seeing this, he's like, oh, it's a stage play. I could tell that this isn't real fighting. If anybody's going to be able to pick that up immediately while not, like, oh, everybody today knows that. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Because because somebody told you, all right? And back in the day, for the most part, there was always the question. There was never, I know for a fact, unless you were actually in the business, don't freaking even, all right? I know plenty of people who are actually in the business who have said, no, there was no way to know, all right? Anyway, all that being what it is, boom, this was so much fun. Holy crap, this was fun. Conan eating Mexican food. I'm surprised he didn't say so. I guess he's got an iron stomach. Not saying anything about, oh my God, there was no, don't drink the water nonsense or anything like that. Just him chilling out and somebody starting some crap. What's the thing that he says at one point? He goes and he cracks the guy over the head and says, Orale! He doesn't even know what that means. He doesn't even know what that means. He just sees that's the way you do things. So Conan with a machete, and he is just killing plants. He's killing Kotato. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the Kotati being evil, but it is what it is. I like this. Venom shows up at one point. He's like, hey, what's up? And this is one of the greatest scenes in comic books right here. And I'm going to actually stay on this page because it's a really good page to say everything else I want to say about the color and art. But as far as the story, he presents him with a parking meter. And he says, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Every single old school Nintendo video gamer knows, and I'm not a current gamer by any stretch of the imagination. I play some Minecraft once in a while with my kids. That's it. Everybody knows that this comes from Legend of Zelda, the original golden freaking 8-bit, pull it back out because it didn't work. And then put it back in. Every single person knows that's what that's from. Like, that is awesome. I love, love, love that Duggan did that. Wow. Great book. Great freaking book. A fine cudgel. My thanks. So, the pencils in this. I like the pencils in this. The colors. I love and adore the colors in this. So, while the pencils are pretty damn good, the colors wouldn't have worked with another pencil design. And mind you, what was it? Greg Smallwood, right? Yeah, Greg Smallwood is the artist on this. Pencils, inks, and colors. He does all of them. So while I'm not usually a fan of this, form of art, look, he's great with expressions. Holy crap, he does expressions. Sometimes I think that the wrong expressions are used. Case in point, I'm not so used to the idea of Conan, like, just the smirks and all this stuff, the looks of him eating, the smirk, everything. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And I kind of love it too. I don't think that Conan having this kind of a face while he's jumping out of the way like, holy crap, I'm going to die. I don't see that. I just don't see that. So that's a little bit weird. But like the expression on the wrestlers, dude, Smallwood has expressions down to a freaking science. For the limited line work that he's using to have that level of mastery over expressions, damn, I think a lot more people should have their eyes on Greg Smallwood. But he wanted to use these colors. And he recognized that this line work is necessary to make those colors work. Greg Smallwood, in my opinion, is a complete artist. A complete artist. He's not just going to do pencils or inks or, whatever. And I have no issues with anybody who does stuff like that. I'm sorry, is somebody going to argue with Bob Layton? You know what I'm saying? That his lines didn't not just contribute, but in many cases made the Iron Man comic books or some of the Hulk that he's done or anything else that he's done. Is anybody going to really argue that? I mean, some of these people, some of the inks that people produce, holy crap, So don't take anybody who does only colors or only, like, I don't know, is somebody going to argue with Paul Mounce's colors or Federico Bli's colors? You know what I'm saying? Even though that's the only thing that for the most part these guys do, not me. Definitely not me. But seeing that Greg Smallwood can do all of them, and he like I said, what he does with expressions, phenomenal. Choices, that's a different beast. But the way that he does the expressions, my God, if I had that ability to make expressions like that, I wouldn't be doing reviews even. I'd still be doing reviews because I just love reading comic books and talking about them. But no, I would give up being an English teacher and I would just move on and I would just start doing that. Holy crap, this guy's expressions are out of this freaking world. All that being said, it's the colors in this that really work. And the only way for the colors to work was by Smallwood choosing this way of doing the pencils and being very choosy with where he emphasizes the inks. So impressive as all hell as far as I'm concerned. Like he should be considered one of those complete artists. Wow, this was out of this world. As far as the story itself, I mentioned I really like this. Weird choice to make this an ancillary issue, but whatever, man. I'm there for it. I'm here for it. I'm there for it. We're all about that. This was an amazing comic book. Just love what was done with this book, man. This is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'm out. Guys, go grab this. Go grab this just for everything that I said about it. This was really good. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.